Today we are going to have a look at Retrobit's 8-button arcade pad for the Sega Saturn. Now I have just done a bit on Retrobit's controller for the Mega Drive. Click the link here if you want to see that video. Anyway, I've been looking forward to this controller for a long time because I love the Sega Saturn, but my controllers are very old and very much fucked. So I'm hoping this will be the same level of quality as the original ones. So without further ado, let's get it out of the box. Now the feel of it, well, let's be honest, the Sega Saturn controller was always a perfect design. It's just awesome. Now, as you can see around this ring here, the outer side is a matte finish, and so is the back of the controller, just matte all over. Everything inside it, buttons, all that, their surroundings, is gloss, so the slip feel. But because you have it so matte on the sides and on the back, you don't feel any slip. The D-pad feels just as responsive as the Mega Drive controller we checked recently. Start button, that has a bit of a fakeish sound to that. We'll compare it to the original controller in a minute. Action buttons have minimal wiggle room, feel very responsive. Shoulder buttons feel fine, nothing wrong with them. Let's quickly check it against the original. Here we have the original, as you can see. Let's check out that pause button. Yeah, no pop-in sound there. But everything else feels just the same. The D-pad on the Sega Saturn has always felt responsive. It doesn't weaken over time like that of a Mega Drive controller. Everything feels exactly the same. Just this. Only the start button. Otherwise, in terms of feel, perfect. Nothing I can say that's wrong with it. So let's see what it actually plays like. Now bear in mind, in order to test it properly, I don't show you game footage, I will show you me playing the controller against a CRT TV. So there will be flicker, the lighting won't look great, it can't be helped because of the type of television. So bear with me on that. It plays perfectly. I can't fault it on anything. I know earlier I mentioned the pause button, but when you're playing the game, nothing. It doesn't register in your mind. There is nothing wrong with this controller. It is a fantastic bit of kit. Just as I hoped. So there you have it. It looks the part, it feels the part, and it plays the part. And best of all, is it's cheap. I got this on Amazon for £17.95. It's a strange price, I know, especially when there was no postage fee, but that's what it cost me. Not to mention, I've always wanted a clear Sega Saturn controller. I've seen that you can get the Japanese ones, but any I've found on eBay have been quite pricey and, well, in terrible condition. But this controller is a must-have for Sega Saturn collectors. I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this short tech review. If you did enjoy it, please click like or leave a comment, it's all good. And if you want to help the channel, please click subscribe. It really does help. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.